guys, Charmedwench here, and as you can tell by my based out face and sticky tape, we're going to do an eye look. I'm guessing you knew that from the title as well. But welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a look that I did in a previous video. I think it was my empties video. It was just a quick eye look that I did, and a subscriber, Julia Harris, asked me if I'd done a video on the look. I said I hadn't, but I could, so I'm going to recreate that look now. So we have our tape on. I'm going to zoom you guys in, and it's like literally a really simple look, just using the Androgyny palette from Jeffree Star. So I'm going to zoom you in and quickly show you how I did this eye look. Right, so we're all zoomed in. I hope you guys can see me close enough. So I'm going to just literally do this and talk to you guys and just explain each step, because it's literally a really simple eye look. I'm going to literally talk you guys through this because it won't take me long. Well, I say it won't take me long. I won't show you the full version of me applying it, but I will do you a sort of a shorter version, but you will get to see how I do it. So I'm just going into the Morphe 35B palette, just to use the white shade, just to give myself a bit of a base, because there is no sort of base shade in the Androgyny palette, not that I would use anyway. I'm going to use the colour Safe Word as a transition shade. So I'm just going to quickly lay down this white just so that it's something nice and smooth, because I haven't primed my eyes, and I don't always prime my eyes. I know a lot of people do, but I generally don't. Usually there's a lot of foundation on my face, and that's kind of me priming it. That's the way I see it anyway. So the first colour I'm going into is the colour Safe Word, and then we're just going to apply that into our crease area. What I'll probably do is do one eye on camera and then finish the other eye off camera. It'll be a lot quicker that way, and then I'll come back and say goodbye, and I hope you enjoy the video. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, see what else there is to come. Also, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. I'm going to carry on and put Safe Word on my eye as a transition colour now. So literally I use the tape if I want a nice sharp line. Everybody's different. Some people just do it themselves without needing the tape, but I just feel a little bit more secure, especially when it comes to doing my wings. I tend to feel safer doing a sharp wing, and I get a nice clean edge when I do it this way. So that's the way I work. Everybody is different. So I'm going to bring that transition shade like right into the crease and blend it upwards so it's nice and blended in. This is such a, I love this palette so much. It's such, the colours in here are just perfect. I love them. So that is the transition shade down, and now we are going to move on to the next colour. So the next shade I'm going into for this look is the colour Dominatrix, and we are literally going to sweep this over the transition shade and into the outer corner. The colours of these shadows are just literally so intense, so I tend to just add a little bit at a time, because otherwise you could just end up with way too much shadow to work with, and that would be really sad, because you'd just wreck it. Or I would just wreck it, shall we say, because I tend to not realise how much I'm added sometime with these better palettes. I say better. The Jeffree Star palettes are super pigmented, so build your colour up nice and slow. That's the way I work anyway. But I just love how dark this is, like, and it blends out really nice, and you can still keep going with the colour and bringing it right up into that brow area. And just use those windscreen wiper motions, left and right. And it doesn't matter if you bring it down onto your eyelid, because you're going to cut it with some concealer. So just go all crazy with your blending. Just get your blend on. You can never ever do too much blending. That's the way I see it. Because I want it nice and deep, I'm going in again, just keeping it in the crease to begin with, and then slowly bringing it upwards towards the brow, so you get a nice nice transition into the transition shade. So don't be afraid of colour, and do not be afraid of bringing it up, guys. Literally don't be scared. Flick that brush upwards towards your brow so you get a nice blend, and it looks nice and even, because you don't want to patch your eyeshadow either. Looking a little patchy there, so I'm just going to apply some more. That's better. And don't be afraid to bring it right down here as well into your inner corner. Just you don't need to add any more shadow, just keep blending. If this if I'm not close enough, I hope you guys will tell me. If you need me to be a little bit more zoomed in, totally let me know. If you feel like you can't see what I'm doing, I always try and look up, because I have a mirror in front of me here and my normal mirror in my hand, because I tend to do this just to check that I'm blending properly, because I'm super blind from far away. But yeah, if you think the angle's right and you can see what I'm doing well enough, then let me know. And if it's not good enough, then totally let me know that too, because I always want you guys to see the best. So that is the colour put down, and it's, oh, it just looks lovely. I just love how these blend out, and it just makes me happy when I get a good blend. Right, next we are going to take our NYX Above and Beyond concealer, and we're going to take a big brush, if I can find one. Right, I can't find my normal brush that I use to apply concealer. I'm going to use this because it's the closest thing, and it's had concealer on it already by the looks of things. So right, just whacking that concealer on to my brush, and then I'm literally just going to put it on the inner corner here, and then bring it all the way across. And just cut your crease nice and slow if you want a nice neat edge. Even if you don't get a neat edge, it's okay, because you can go back over with the darker shadow afterwards. And if you look up, generally you get a good sense of how high you can take your concealer. So that is the concealer on. Just going to bring it a little touch higher, because I can see that it will let me. Everybody's eyes are different when it comes to this, but if you do that looking up technique, generally you have a good guide. Once you've applied a little dot of concealer down here, if you look up, you generally have a good guide of where to go. So that is the concealer on. So the next colour we are going into is the colour Frosting. Here it is a stunning gold shade, absolutely stunning, which I think is what drew Julia's attention, maybe because it's almost quite blinding. So basically you get that frosting shade and just pack that over the lid where you have applied your concealer. And I do find, if it's a good concealer and it's like quite a sticky textured concealer, this colour just tends to stick to it and absolutely pop just like that. I know this is a different way for me to film a look with you guys, but I just thought I'd give it a go and see what it came out like. So you'll have to let me know your thoughts afterwards. So now that we have done that, we've applied that gold shade, I'm going to take this little fluffy brush and we're going to go back into the colour Dominatrix, which was that shade there, and then I am going to just blend that outer edge out, just dabbing it a little tiny bit. You don't need a lot, just to blend the gold and the browns together and just give a nice sort of finish rather than a nice, rather than a really harsh edge. It just tends to blend the two together really, really well. And like I said, if you have gone a little bit higher concealer, like I said, you can just touch it up and blend it in and nobody will know. And yes, I do sit with my mouth open quite a lot. I can't help it. That's how I concentrate. I'm trying not to, but it's really hard. So there is the colour blended out. I tend not to go too far. I just sort of stick to that edge and then blend it down into the darker shade. It just gives a nice finish. There, like that. So once we have done that, that is pretty much it, other than eyeliner. So I guess I can just put the eyeliner on. You guys have seen me do this before. I hope this doesn't die on me, because this is the Renaissance Flick from Revolution and I love this eyeliner. So I'm just going to do a wing now. So you guys are just going to have to see the back of my mirror for a minute. But this is almost on its last legs, so it may not work and I may have to use a different one. You may see this in an empties video very soon. But I do love it and I will be repurchasing it. This is why I love the tape, guys, because you can literally just draw your line up and then just bring it down. So you get a nice sharp wing and it's nice and even. And you can always touch it up with some black eyeshadow if you need to, if you have wrinkly old lady eyes like myself. Because the elasticity is giving in on me. It's giving in on me. So I will quickly show you guys how I set my eyeliner. I will just grab this Morphe palette because there is no black in the Androgyny. And basically I just get a small angled brush, like just a small angled brush like this. And then I just dip into the black. And then I tend to just run it over, because if there are any mistakes or there's any patchiness, dipping into the black eyeliner not only sets your eyeliner, but it gives you a nice finish. So it gives you a nice smoother finish. That's the way I see it anyway. So that is that. I will bring the dominatrix under my eye area, but I will do that on camera with you guys in a second. I'm going to go finish this eye and then I'll be back in a second with probably mascara on. I am back. Mascara and eyeliner is finished, and so is the other eye, and this is literally the look. There's literally not much more that I can do to this. So all I think I did was I got a little smudging brush and I took the dominatrix colour again, which is this shade, and I just did a little bit of that to join my wing to my waterline, or below my lash line, lower lash line area, and just give that a little bit of a smudge, because I don't always like to bring shadow all the way across, especially because I'm a little bit older. My eyes are a little bit wrinkly, shall we say, so I don't always like to bring it all the way across. So I literally just run it in by the wing and in about halfway and just smoke that out a little bit. I don't go crazy with my smoking, just a little bit, just enough so you know there's something going on down there. And then I get the Lottie London AM to PM liner and I just run that in my waterline, because this is the best thing ever. Like, if you want a good, like, I think it's a gel liner, it just says eyeliner, but it's like an eyeliner pencil, but it's so soft and so pigmented. This was like recommended to me by the lovely Nikki Pearson. If you don't know her channel, you should totally go check her out. And she recommended me this for my wedding because I wanted something that had some pigment, because I always have watery eyes and it literally doesn't last. And I wore this on my wedding day and it literally lasted the day. I didn't need to touch my makeup up. The only thing I needed to touch up was my lipstick. That was literally it, because when I was eating and drinking, it decided it was going to come off. So I'm literally going to take just to give it a little bit more pop, why not, the Anastasia Dream Glow Kit. I'm taking the colour sunshine, you will probably be blinded by the hollow of this, but I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner just to give it an extra bit of a glow, because we can never have too much glow in our lives. If it ain't glowing, we ain't going. I love these highlighters so much. They are so nice and they just give a nice little pop to that inner corner. So I'm going to go into that same shade, the sunshine shade, and just put a little bit of that. A little bit of this goes a long way. It's like he's literally blinding these highlighters. So I've got a bit of a rainbow going on the cheeks, but I'm not even mad. Hopefully you guys can't hear my belly growling because I don't know why it's growling today. I am hungry. I guess I need to go and eat something in a minute, but I have another video to film after this, so you will see me looking like this again. So before this tutorial's up probably as well. Ooh, I like it. I like the glow. That's literally the look. So as I said, the lovely Julia Harris, I think, subscriber, asked me in the comments of one of my videos if I'd done a video for this look, and I hadn't, so I recreated it for her. Hope she enjoys it and it's easy to follow. You'll have to let me know, Julia, and if I do ramble on again and repeat myself a lot, I do apologise. It's just because I'm trying this different way of filming to see if it's better for you guys. You guys will have to let me know, is it better? Do you prefer my other tutorials where it's just me being quiet and voicing it over, or do you prefer me just doing the one eye and then coming back once I've done the other eye? I need your thoughts, let me know. But yeah, that is literally the look. It's super easy, you can do this at home. I'm sure you've got a brown and a gold eyeshadow in your collection, and if you haven't, you should totally go and get one. But I highly recommend the Androgyny palette for this look because the gold is popping and the brown is really nice too, and they're nice and easy to blend out. But I will link everything that I used in the comments below. I do have a lipstick to put on, but I'm not going to waste any more time with you guys. This is Unicorn Blood. I'll be putting that on in a minute for another video, which you will probably see before this video. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed already, I would totally love it if you could subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. But I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye.